What's up YouTube, and welcome to the house. So the Banlist could just drop whenever Konami feels like it, and the Megatins are going to be dropping in late August. With these two things combined, there's a ton of cards I'd be letting go, and we already went over that, but there's also cards I would be picking up right now with those two events on the horizon. And if you are shopping TCG Player this weekend, there's 8% bonus bucks back for you guys. You get store credit whenever you are shopping there, making the deals even a little sweeter. And if you happen to be shopping TCG Player, please use my first link in the description down below. It supports me directly and costs you nothing, and if we get to a certain point, I'm going to be doing giveaways with you guys using that link. That being said, let's go ahead and get into the list. You've already got a sneak peek at number 10, Maxie. Now, I don't care what side of the argument you land on. Oh, it can never come back. Oh, it should be back to 3. It doesn't matter because the OCG does have Maxie, and if you're not having the common versions, at least to be able to play past formats for funsies, you're missing out, because the moment this peels off the ban list, no matter what era it is, yeah, it's going to shoot up in value, and you know it's probably going to come back before a reprint is slated, so there's going to be a time for your usage. And even if you are not expecting it to come back, like I said, you can play with it in past formats. You have the super rares, the gold rares, and the commons all floating around that $5 mark currently, where you can pick them up. They've just fallen over time through banlist hype time and time again. They shoot up. It's something you should consider having, period. Now, in my number 9 position is Mythical Beastmaster Cerberus. Why would you put this on the list, John? Value for money, yeah, it's under $10, but it's towards the max of the range of what I'm going to be showing through this entire list. Pendulums are unlikely to get hit on the FNL list, and I think they'll be a great deck to play already in the current format and after the Forbidden and Limited list drops. Mythical Beastmaster Cerberus is one of the hardest cards left to get for Pendulums, alongside cards like a Morphage Sloth, but he does help with combos. It's good for the spell counters with Endymions, and I think he should not be slept on at all. Already in the top 5 decks, the ban list could easily swoosh this up towards top 3, 2, or even the best deck. Now, in the number 8 position, just the Nekroz bundle in general. I couldn't just pick one Nekroz card, Brionac, Valk, etc. But behind a $30 paywall lies a lot of really good deals. They're considering Trishula to be near bulk hollows for this, as well as Valk. Brionac, who would have thought, you know, around the $3 mark. All these are amazing value for money, and if Nekroz get help from the FNL list, you can be sure it's going to be hype. These are already bubbling events, topping a regional, bubbling YCSs. If they get more support, you know the love for Nekroz over here in the US is way up there. People love to play this as a past format as it is, so you get value for money if you want to play that past format, but even going through that further, these will definitely shoot up if Shirt is peeling off the ban list further. Now, in my number 7 position is Double Evolution Pill. This has actually fallen back down. We've seen this be between $12 to $15, but with Double Evolution Pill, it's one of the most expensive cards in the Dinosaur engine. And I think there's definitely ways with future releases that we see the Dinosaur engine find its way to more than just regional tops. And this is a card I would have. I don't see where they're going to reprint Double Evolution Pill in the future. It's been a long time out already, and it's a card that I would want to have access to among the Dinosaur engine, especially if it gets more popular. And I think the best time to play decks like this are after a ban list, where people don't know what to play, where people, oh, my deck got hit, I might just play a weaker version of it, and your deck is still at full power. So this is something I would consider having personally. And the number 6 position is Dragonic Diagram. This is along the same lines, but the true Draco deck could get a little extra help on the ban list. It's had huge representation, and Konami's seen that with very little representation within the top cut. So seeing how many people still like this deck, Konami could just go, Okay, we could help this out even a little more. The USA's been really gung-ho for this deck as it is, and we've seen Dragonic Diagram hit a couple of buyouts, and it is still creeping up in price currently. This is something I would just want my 3 copies of, because I don't see where they're going to reprint this next. I don't see a convenient place besides maybe a future Battles of Legend, but it's already been printed as a Battles of Legend reprint. So I really don't know where they could find a convenient reprint slot. It's in secret rare form, it looks good, and it's a deck that only gets more solid, similar to kind of how Glad Beasts were played back in the day, where you can just show up to regional, you know your deck's going to work at least the same as it did before the ban list, and after the list, it could even receive a tiny little buff. I'm not talking a masterpiece buff. Please don't get into those masterpiece can come back arguments on my comment section. And the number 5 position is Ding Luong. Yeah, Ding Luong Daddy is back at 2 in the OCG, and he's relatively budget right now. He never got a reprint. And you can bet if it peels off our list, it's gonna get hyped. And you can bet with the IB Synchro out, that Konami could rationalize, oh yeah, it's not doing much in the OCG. Let's go ahead and bring it back. Pendulum players would rejoice. Your Zephyr builds would just get so much freaking stronger. And I really think it's an underestimated card by Konami and the community. So this is one I would just have in case. This is, please, don't do it, Konami, but the in case button would be having it. And the number 4 position is more of a Megatin call. Cyber Dragon Nashter is locked behind that $30 MSRP of a chance at it in dual power, and has gone all the way down to $560. We see Cyber Emergency currently really going up in price right now, and I get how open dual power was. But with everybody going to have access to cheap Cyber Dragon cards with the Cybernetic Horizon reprints and the Megatins, this card will likely go up since everybody will just have everything else cheap and go ahead and be like, alright, time to finish that Cyber Dragon deck. Nashter, you're not too expensive right now, and you can bet it's gonna go up in price. So have yours sooner than later. I'm sure a ton of the true Cyber Dragon fans already do have their copies, but for those that don't, it's time. You better have it before those Megatins. Now, in the number 3 position is Artifact Sanctum. At the beginning of each format, things do seem to slow down, and the Artifact engine is perfect for that. And with Scythe reprints currently, Lancia getting its holo upgrade, this becomes one of the last hardest pieces, yet the ultra rare is still swimming around that $6 price point, meaning value for money under $20 for a playset. This is something I would not go without. The quantities are quickly disappearing on market for certain variants, and the secret rare is considered the highest rarity, which has been climbing pretty fast as well, and almost out of quantities. That being said, I still think this is a great choice going into any format. Being able to shut off somebody's extra deck while they're already less experienced with whatever deck they're playing is an amazing tool and something not to be underestimated. Now, my number 2 and number 1 position go hand in hand, and there's something I've been suggesting to my audience for a while, but now for even more reasons. And that is World Legacy Guard Dragon and the IB Synchro. They go hand in hand because the IB Synchro can search World Legacy Guard Dragon. This is an ultra rare that I think is highly underestimated, such as World Legacy Secession, and I think will be doubling to tripling in price soon. It's in Savage Strike, meaning it's not going to be reprinted in the Megatins, and it's an amazing combo piece that allows you not only to revive and get an extra link material back when using the IB Synchro, and then you can pop off with it, but you also can move things zones for the Guard Dragon engine. The Guard Dragon engine has not been reprinted yet either. I'm thinking it'll get rarity upgrades within the Megatins, and even if it doesn't, the IB plus this could see really huge boost whenever, I know this is nuts, whenever Needle Fiber's released, which I pray is released within the off season so that it can be hit for the national season. I said that last year, I'm saying it again this year, but with all of those things combined, this actually was used by Herman Hansen in his deck to go to Worlds. It is good in the current format. It's a niche combo piece that really ends up doing very well and is highly underestimated in the current format for both of these cards. That being said, let me know what you guys think of this top 10 list. How would you shuffle things around? What did I miss? What do you think should be picked up right now? And again, remember, if you're shopping TCG Player, please do use my link. It costs you nothing and supports the channel, and also I'll be throwing back to you guys who are supporting me with a percentage back to y'all. And I really do like doing more of this kind of market theory stuff. You all seem to enjoy it with the selling. Let me know what you think of the pickups. I really worked hard on this one, being able to like go through, consider cards, eliminate cards, put other cards up here, and I even found some odd-off things while searching through the past sets, such as, wow, I didn't know Buster Dragon was $8, so I found some interesting content for the future as well. But it was a really fun experience doing these two, so let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this outside of Market Watch, but kind of still going around prices and feeling them. Again, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the conversation, and we'll see you in the next video.